And he is a, Mike, he is a property manager. And do you have a phone number for him? Or where he's located? All right, we can hear the phone. Okay, all right. Then please give that number if you wouldn't mind. We have to stand up so that we have it, okay? Yeah, please. 757, standard 757, 761, 2955.
Yes, we do have a forum.
Here's that suggestion. We need to move on. We need to get going here with the financials. Who needs the financial statement?
Excuse me, Dick. Dick.
Ron.
Yeah, there was supposed to be an audit done in 2018. Why wasn't it not done then?
Can't tell you why we didn't do one in 2018. Oh, no.
Don't know.
We did. You know the reason we didn't get to it, we forgot it. We forgot to look in the bylaws to see how often we were supposed to do an audit.
Are you telling me you didn't know if it was in the bylaws that you had to do an audit?
Yes, I did. I just didn't remember the number of years that was supposed to go between audits.
I would think that would be a priority of your job.
Well, because we feel that we are giving you all the transparency that you need, you know, our priority is we talk to Mike Mulkey, our CPA, about how often audits need to be done. And what we need to do is follow the budget. So if they need to be done every month,
That's just a financial statement, right? Lump sum number.
But that's the only way we have an idea.
Yeah.
That's the only way we have an idea of where the money goes. Okay, we have no idea if you put out a budget, and that's just a budget, that doesn't show where the money actually went. That's why we need an audit, and it seems a little odd that an audit wasn't done. I mean, it was done back in 2013, and has not been done since. So there could be a lot of money that's disappeared in that period of time that we have no idea what happened to it.
we will talk about that in our board meeting this afternoon, and we will be talking with Mulkey about it. One of the things that I wanted to make everybody aware of, has everybody got a financial statement? Anybody that needs one, wants one, has one? Okay. This is for the year ending last year, December 31st, 2021. Okay? And I want to just make a note, this is some research I did with our treasurer. In order to give you a sense of, and we're going to look at some of the specifics in here, so that we can take a look at them. There are line items in our accounting that we went back and took a look at how much did we spend in 2021. I was curious to see in those line items, which I basically thought, and I think you'll agree, the line items that are things that are not all a fixed cost, but in most a fixed cost, or as close to it as we can get. Some of those, I found that there were 20 line items that I thought were significant. Some of those are Cox Cable, the cable that we subscribe to, the money that we spend on gas and electric, the elevator costs, replacement linens, which need to be replaced as they wear out and need to be replaced. Insurance, that is property and casualty insurance on the building itself and on the property. Our workman's compensation insurance. Fees that we pay to have a bank account. Licenses and miscellaneous taxes. Licenses that we have to pay because of us being a business. Air conditioner repair and replace. As they wear out, we have to replace it. Maintenance and repair in the units That's plumbing, painting, all of that, that is done in the units unit today. Unit painting, that's also part of that. Maintenance and repair common areas. That's the hallways, the pool, parking lot, all of that type of thing. Payroll taxes, which are SUI and FUI and FICA to Social Security. The cost of the pool, if you have the pool. Our real estate taxes, waste management, which is trash collection, water costs, and the sewer and stormwater costs, which has been separated by the city of Virginia Beach. It used to be that all of that was included in your property taxes. And over the last number of years, they split out the cost for trash collection. They said you have to get a separate private company to do your trash collection. And then they charge separately for water and they charge separately for stormwater. Just the cost of the waste management, trash collection, water, and stormwater was approximately almost $42,000 a year. When I add up those 20 line items that I think are approximately fixed costs or as close to fixed in the sense that we have to spend that money every year. The last year, that total came out to be about $625,602.19. We spent last year approximately $1,052.97. $1,052,097. That means that those 20 line items make up approximately 59.5% of the money that we spend, or let's call it 60%. So that says that approximately 6 out of every $10 that we collect in maintenance fees is pretty much committed at the beginning of the year to those 20 line items, approximately 60%. And I think that's significant, and people need to think about that, because a lot of times we'll hear people say, the unit hasn't gotten up, my furniture hasn't been changed, this hasn't been done, that hasn't been done. And we're sensitive to that, we understand, we hear you. But in terms of our availability to switch things around and pay for some of those extra things, with at the same time, trying to keep the maintenance fees at a reasonable level. Whatever we collect each year, about 60 cents out of every dollar is committed to those fixed or almost fixed costs. So I think it's important to recognize that. I think it's important to remember that the maintenance fee is a total thing. The maintenance fee is to pay for the entire running of the building. Some people say, well, my unit, what is this about? Why do we have to help you with some cleaning? We're asking you to help with some cleaning because we can't hire people, even at $15 an hour. We can't hire enough cleaning people who are doing the job, and so we are asking you to help us. And this is, I think, pretty significant. I hear a lot of people say, well, the maintenance fees, if I'm paying maintenance fees, then my unit should get this and my unit should get that. And I said, please remember that the maintenance fees cover everything. It covers the taxes on the building. It covers the insurance on the building. It covers all of that. And I think people have a tendency to forget about it. You can't forget about it. Because they're sending us a bill, say, from the city of Virginia Beach every 6 months for those property taxes. And the last year, the property taxes were $186,878, or almost 18% of our overall budget, or our overall expenses, are what goes towards paying real estate taxes to the city of Virginia Beach. Okay? I just want to point that out and make sure that you're aware of it.
I think we all understand what is covered by maintenance fees, and we realize there are a lot of things that vary from year to year to year. And those of us who have been owners for 40 plus years realize we started off with $300 and $400 maintenance fees, and it has escalated. Now, I think the concern, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I was speaking for me only, not anyone else. My concern is, now maybe the fees have gone up substantially in the past 4 or 5 years, and nothing that was guaranteed me in my original sales contract concerning refurbishment, updated furniture, because I bought into a luxury high-rise that I thought was going to be my home away from home when I went on vacation. And so I come to my unit that's 40 years old, and no, it's not bad. It's not a Motel 6 by any means, but I do come to my unit. I'm paying $1,179 for maintenance fee for my 44-year-old unit that has had very few upgrades. And I've taken care of it. I clean it like my house. And I don't leave grime for anybody else to clean. And I think our concern here is that we're being asked to pay more, and we've given up linens, we've given up majors, we've given up trash, we've given up basic luxury condo services, and we're paying more. Now, we understand that prices change. We understand that the board's having trouble filling positions. The company that I am going to give Sandra right now, 2 companies, the information they have tried to contact Monique. She will not answer the phone, she will not respond to emails. Maybe she hasn't had time, but I'm giving it to you as evidence. These companies, the first one, Citywide Solutions, they offer management services, they offer maid services, they offer plumbing, painting, contractor services, and they say the owner of the company told me they have had no trouble filling their employee spots because the companies that contract with them are small to mid-sized companies who have survived COVID somehow, and they will do anything to work for you and provide a good service at a reasonable price. But you have to have a general manager that will talk to them, interview them, and allow them to come to the building.
That will happen. Okay? Thank you, we appreciate what you're giving us.
Okay.
We will work on that. Okay? One of the other things that I think is important to remember, we appreciate you giving us the name of that company. We appreciate that, and we will talk with them. We will talk with them.
I want to help.
These financials give you a lot of information. The one that I want to specifically spend a little bit more time on, because it talks about where does the money go. Okay? Let's go to page 13. If you have any questions about any of the earlier pages, that's fine, we can talk about that. Let's go to page 13. I want to talk about
$13.5.
Hold on. Dana has asked me to look at, or everybody might want to turn to the bottom of page 10. He's going to make a point, I don't know what it is, but he's going to make a point about the units that we own at the colony. There are 52 units that we own that are at the bottom of page 10. Go ahead, Dan.
Is it fair to say that what we lost
Thank you.
about 400,000 a year? Multiply 52 times 52 unit each.
61.
It's probably $50,000, a little bit more than $50,000. If they were all paying $1,100 in management fee a week.
We're
$100,000 in loss.
no, it's about 50-something thousand.
This is one unit each. We don't own that. We own it. It's about $50,000. Yes.
We have put in place, remember, we own 52 units now.
We're not getting $50,000. Lost revenue of $50,000. That's correct. That's right.
What we tried to do is we have tried to institute, we've asked at these annual meetings, if you know of people who are interested in wanting to own the colony because they've us, hey, if I don't want my unit anymore, that is a person who is older, maybe they have no children, they have no heirs, and they said, what do I do with my unit? I said, you are the owner of your unit, you should try and sell it. What do you do if you don't want your house anymore? You go ahead and you put it up for sale.
Well, it doesn't stop me from selling my house.
Unit at the colony. If it doesn't sell, in the case of, where do we get 52 units? Because we have situations, very unusual situations, which we vet very carefully before we will take back the unit. We want to know what week it is, we want to know if people are up to date in their maintenance fees, and we will take back the unit if we find, for example, that a person is older, has used the unit, doesn't have any children, they've asked their family members if they want the units, they said no, they're too far away, they don't use, they don't want that. They, what they call disclaim, they don't want the unit. In that particular case, rather than just let it sit there, we said, then give it back to us at no cost, and we'll see if we can sell that unit to somebody. So that's what we're trying to do with those units. Yes, Mr. Williams. That may be the case, and if that's the case, then we need to do a better job to make sure they want to buy. We hear you. We hear you.
They want to rent. Well, people want to rent. You won't let people rent.
And thank you. You got it.
Does Monique handle all the rentals of those units for the colony council?
No. There are people who rent their unit themselves. And then there's a couple of realtors who handle rentals and deliberately made a point of undercutting the amount that we charge when we do a rental. And people have said, well, the thing that people forget is when we do a rental and we charge 35%, where do you think that 35% goes? To the colony bank account. Every penny goes to the colony bank account. If a realtor handles it and undercuts us and says, how much does the colony charge? 35%? Oh, I'll do it for 30. Oh, I'll do it for 25. Where does that money go? It goes in their pocket. So I made that point to owners, and owners have said, oh, okay. So we are getting all that money back in our account when we handle a rental. The answer is yes, we are.
Do you have any statistics on the percentage of rental of units that are put up for rent that the colony actually rents? So,
No, I don't think we have this statistics.
Could we get those? Could we find out Monique, like how many units on a good year she usually rents?
No, it varies from year to year, and certainly during the pandemic.
right, well, I think if you can find the answer to that question, you'll understand why people use brokers to rent.
And he's right, because people do try to rent their units through Monique. They call and say, hey, we can't come, our family were sick, we can't travel so far, my parents are elderly, but she does not respond. She does not pay.
Well, I haven't found Judy where summer weeks go begging. Okay, I've seen
July 4th weekend.
We are full.
Not true.
I'm not here all summer. No, I'm a volunteer. I can't be here every day.
Week 24, we had tried to rent the last 5 years. 24 is a pretty good week.
Very good.
And we sent in something this year, and we since called and said, no, Anisha's coming down from Manchester to take it over. And of course, the
That's the
problem.
rental income shows up on this balance sheet. It's not there.
But that's 5 years in a row on.
Page 5. Page 5.
Okay.
they may not be if they have other sources and other options. I mean,
We understand the loan problem, we're working on that.
Yes, if it's a loss of
Let's
interest.
talk about, let's get back to the financials, it's 1:30, we're having lunch at 2:15, okay? Yes. One more question.
Real quick. I'm not too much more into
Mike did, right. Go ahead, Mike. Can we have some quiet, please, so we can hear Mike's question? Thank you. Mike, go ahead. Yes, we are required by the bylaws to set aside, I believe it's
4%.
per year. No, it's not on here, it's not gonna be on the. But yes, we are required to commit dollars that come in or set aside for reserves. So we have about $300,000 in reserve. Okay, if you look at page 13, please. Look at page 13. Take a look at the first line item that we have under operating expenses, okay? Our CPA suggested, believe it or not, there are some people who own at the colony, who own typically in an off-season week. They bought it, they may live in Michigan, they may live in Wyoming, they may live in Texas. Who knows where they are? But at this particular point, they may not be using that week. And what they decided to do is, they're not going to pay their maintenance fees, because what they say is, what can they do to me? I'm not going to use the week, I live so far away, I shouldn't have bought it, I was talked into it, my family doesn't want to use it, whatever the case may be. Those people say that they are not going to pay their maintenance fees, that you can't make weeks, and if I don't use my week, or I don't rent it, or I don't space bank it, then I just let that bill go. And now, they fall on the week, but Mike, Mulkey, our CPA said, we don't obviously wish that we could collect 100% of what we bill every year. We typically, on an average, collect about 92 or 93% is what we're collecting on average of what we bill, okay, each year. So now we send the people that don't pay, we send them to collection, to our collection agency, which is the Carlisle Group. And the Carlisle Group has done a good job over the years of getting some extra money to us. But still there are people who don't pay. Mike said, rather than sort of being a boom, that you just keep pushing that uncollected amount of money that keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. He said, that doesn't make any sense. That's unrealistic, because you really need to know when you think you can collect them, when you don't think you can collect them. And so what he said was, is we should do on a rolling 3-year period, we should write off, okay, what we have found that we haven't been able to collect, Carlisle Group hasn't been able to collect, the people haven't sent it in, they've been asked several times to pay it, they haven't gotten anybody in their family that wants to use it, and at that particular point, take a look at that first number for both 2020 and 2021. And the reason I point that out, number one, because it is the biggest number on that page. The second thing is because the two numbers are fairly consistent, and that number of around $300,000 to $350,000 is approximately what we write off each year of uncollectible dollars that don't come in to help us run the economy.
I got it.
And now, most of those come from those offices. That people for whatever reason, here, and go around and take a poll of everybody in
We
this
should
room.
take them over.
We could probably come up with 50 different reasons why people aren't coming to the colony and don't want to use that unit. Okay? From good reasons to crappy reasons. Okay, the crappy reason being, gee, I don't think it looks very nice on my furniture hasn't been changed, I don't want to go there. Or the other reason is, well, I don't use it, so why should I pay the maintenance fee?
Easy.
Or nobody in my family wants it, and I'm 88 years old, and I own it, and I used it a lot when I was younger, but my husband or my wife is deceased, and now I'm in a situation where I don't want to travel that far, I'm from that state, I'm not going to use it again.
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt you, I'm sorry. Jim Andrews again, I know I am, but I'm gonna respond to that, because 6 years ago, I had a heart problem in November, and I was not able to pay my maintenance fee. In the middle of January, it was sold to the Carlisle Group, sold. The Carlisle Group sent the money to Virginia Beach. I have proof of it at home that all shows it. They sent my maintenance fee and then doubled the fee to me and hired a lawyer that was going to take me to court to pay that fee until I paid it. You're interrupting me. That's the way the that's the way collection groups work. That's the way collection groups work. They pay you the fee. So whoever your accountant is telling you backwards.
They don't know that.
They do. All collection agencies
No, they
do.
don't.
Yes, they
That's
do.
if you're factoring your receivables, and that's not what we're doing, okay? We are not selling our receivables to somebody else.
No, your maintenance fee that I didn't pay, that got sold to Carlisle. Carlisle sent you the money for my maintenance fee.
We don't get any money unless Carlisle gets.
Oh no, I talked to the owner of Carlisle. I've been through this, I've been through it all. They were gonna hire a Carlisle Group. I think your accountant's wrong. I think that money's coming into the colony someplace that you don't know it's coming in. Well, it is, because that's what the president of the Carlisle Group told me.
You need one more point, go ahead.
My question is that,
Please, do we have a little quiet so you can hear us?
the counselors that services the college.
Yes.
They've been with y'all for a long, they've been our accountant service for like 35 years more.
Probably.
Basically, so they know the colony very well.
You do.
When we said that 92% of all, about 92% of what, that's all, that's not walking. Okay, if 92% come in, that's 8% of the lost revenue, correct? Is that what you're saying? Okay, so if the colony, if those units, once they've been surrendered and given back, because people are disgusted or turned off because they're units.
We won't take a unit back, Judy, because somebody is disgusted.
No.
We only will take a unit back when there is no other recourse in terms of them being able to do something with the unit, and there's no options with them for their families. Then we make a decision as to what we did and do we want it back.
I know for a fact, but I can't cite, I can't keep going on it, that I know several people have contacted me and said, their parents walking in, they were aged, they could not travel anymore, and the reason they didn't pay the maintenance fee to the children or to take up ownership of the colony is because they didn't want to invest in the colony as it is now in its declining condition. A lot of people have walked away.
Well, that's unfortunate, and that may be true, but that's unfortunate, but that's not an excuse. They own the week, and whoever owns the week is responsible for paying the maintenance fee. And then we try to do the best we can with the money that we get.
And if when you answer this question, I had conversations with at least 5 or 6 people that did not pay the maintenance fee, and they told me, what do I do? I said, please don't make the fee like that. Because it's your responsibility. You own prime oceanfront property, and you should maintain that at all expenses. And so I am encouraging, and I wrote it on the paper this week. My question is, if you have control council, if it's back from this year, would pay for the next year. But you have to listen, and you've got to have somebody that is home children.
Yes.
And that is a better now.
I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. We would like to see.
All of your students, that is, and I know people tried and tried and tried, we will leave and be unsuccessful. And then they get frustrated and they walk away. I'm sorry, I'm just sharing what I've heard, and I think y'all should be aware that
We are aware of that. We are aware. Thank you.
Do something about it.
Mr. Danica, Joe Greco.
Yeah, Joe, you and I have talked.
We've spoken before, and I know you have an agenda to get through. I know we're pressured for time, but I drove all the way down here from New York this morning with my wife. Everybody is here because we're not here to fight, okay? We're here for a common goal. We're all owners here in this unit. I've been an owner for 23 years. Everybody's serving on the board, trying to do the right thing. You know, we're all upset. It's obvious we're all upset. We all want change. Okay, we don't want to fight. We just want to fix. We want to fix the problems. It's obvious. It's probably the biggest turnout you ever had. I'm guessing it's the first meeting I've ever come to. But you know, this is my vacation. I come here for fun. I bring my family. I've been here 23 years. And it's sad to see what's happened to this place. The last 5 years have just been horrible. You come here, I feel like I'm the enemy. I feel like I get no respect. I'm the owner. I pay my dues on time, and I just don't understand why it can't all be worked out. You know, and that's it's so important to me that I took 2 days out of work. Right? I mean, we all got a lot going on in our life. Everybody in this room took time out of their days to come here because it's so important. There's a serious problem here. It needs to be recognized. We can't sweep things under the carpet anymore. We need to, listen, we know it's all obvious it's not being managed correctly, okay? We need to train our people right. We need to hire the right people. There's people out there. There's people out there to hire. We know that, Mr. King. There's people out there, people up and down, there's people working here, all right? We need to fix these problems. I need your help. I need the board to get serious about fixing these problems. And if they don't want to put the time into you're volunteering, and I appreciate that. It's more than I can do. But if it's been 37 years you've been on the board, if people have been on the board this long and they can't put in any more time, it's time to step down and let other people step in that are going to put in the time to get it right. I appreciate all the service you've done through the years, but we need change. We need to make it better. We need to make it better. Thank you for the talk.
Remember that the reason for that is that's what we wrote off. Will not collect, will not be collected. Say in 2020 and in 2021, over $300,000 have been paid, so we did not get that we could spend on you and on college. Okay, so that, as you see, there are salaries there that include the relief, that include all the cleaning people, that includes the security guards, that includes everybody. Maintenance and supplies and repairs, that's pretty self-explanatory. Property taxes, you can see there that the property taxes, as I said, are about 18% of what we spend per year goes just to pay property taxes. Because they keep telling us we have waterfront property, we keep appealing, we keep asking them, why do you keep going up? We say, well, it's waterfront property, and so we're going to bump it up. And the increases over the last several years have been higher than normal, and you can see that reflected in our practice, spending about 18% of our budget on property taxes. You see utilities, that's including gas and electric. Those are to a certain extent, could we have your attention, please, so we can get through this and finish? If we as owners take our time, now I personally have seen, and I can tell you, to make a point